I'm Wayne McGregor with Target Tracker Moving Target Systems, and what we're going to do, our previous video was about law enforcement standards, qualifications, and firearms shooting certifications. So what I'm going to show you right now is this is a mini target tracker. It has rugged suspension for outdoor and indoor use, and this is one of our new fixtures. It's a swinging fixture, and we're actually going to use this and some hostage threat situations later, but in this video we're going to show you how we do the law enforcement standards in comparison to the stationary target shooting that you saw in the previous video. Now this target moves back and forth like this. It's oscillated with a weight, so it gives you more realism in shooting. But for this drill we're actually going to tie it off, so it's going to be stationary but on the mover. And simply we just grab a piece of string, tie it, and it takes away some of the movement, and then we can take this off and get more movement later. So now it's more stationary. It's not going to move as much when we run the 0 to hero drill. Now what you'll see here, and I'm just going to push this backwards, is we've got the same cones set up at 10 feet, 20 feet, and 30 feet. So we're going to actually simulate the law enforcement certification with a moving target system rather than a stationary target system, and we're going to start to naturally develop movement in every shooter because the system can run you over if you're not careful to move out of the way. So we're naturally going to train you with that movement. Now when we run the training, we actually do it in slow, medium, and then fast speed, but I'm just going to show you fast. What we're going to do in this drill that's much different than the law enforcement certification process is this is the 0 line, and when we refer to our training as 0 to hero, I'm going to actually push off on the target, and one of the things that I always try to do is hand to the face, maybe a thumb to the eye socket. So if I can change the mentality of that attacker, maybe by something like that, I might not have to actually shoot them. So, you know, just a little tip there about changing the mindset of the attacker. So we're going to run this drill, we're going to run it in fast, and we're going to show you how we do it. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because anything that's in your face is immediate stress. So, if somebody walks up to you and they get in your face like this, right? Anybody in this bubble of your space is automatically kind of going to give your heart a little jolt, and you're going to be a little nervous, maybe a little anxious. But we're going to start that off as a level of stress inoculation in stress-induced training. So just a quick tip in training, we use t-shirts, right? So if we're measuring bullet accountability, I can take this t-shirt, because I'm on the second drill now at fast, right? So I can take this t-shirt and just spin it around. Now I can mark my shots. If you're using live fire, just take a marker and mark the holes that you shot previously with the marker when you're scoring each shooter. So we're going to run the same drill. Now we're at 20 feet. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do right now, okay? You can layer your training. You can do a mag change. So I've got 10 rounds in right now, and I've got a mag with 10. So a lot of times I'll use 5 on the way back and 5 when it's charging me. You know, give it a little space there. But if you want to add a layer and work on your repetition, your mag changes, you can layer your training really easily. What we're going to do now is we're going to run the same drill at 20 feet. So I'm going to push off on the target, get that adrenaline going with that threat right in my face, and then I'm going to engage the target. So a couple things there, okay? We showed you the drill really quick in a really fast format. You saw how I automatically moved away from the mover to engage that threat when it attacked. So one of the basic things with our training is you can see the man marker rounds on the target. Now when we start our training, I always have 10 rounds in the magazine so I can do a quick bullet accountability percentage. And this is all about bullet accountability. Now in the background, we can layer the training with stationary targets, so if you miss, you shot an innocent civilian or something of that nature. But let's take a look at my bullet accountability with 10 rounds on the target. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at 10 feet, I was 10 for 10, that's 100%. Our goal is 80%, so when you move out to 20 feet and 30 feet, it gets faster, it gets a little harder to shoot, and we're going to show you that. So that time what I did is I showed you movement because I want to naturally teach movement in the training. I could have done a mag change, anything like that, but this is just a training video, so I want to show you how to use the Zero to Hero system. Now this works for everybody. We train beginners on it, experts, in between, everybody that ever tried this program. You're 80% bullets on threat, and that's the goal. The goal is to have bullet accountability on everything, and we can always check the targets in the back, but I know that I hit it every time, so let's just check it out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 rounds on target. That's 100%. So if I miss twice, and believe me, everybody misses, so don't be afraid to miss. All that is an identifier that you need a little bit additional training. So we're out there to help you save your life. We can do the same thing at 30 feet. We can go all the way out to 200 yards with this program, so we can run it with rifle, we can run it with shotgun, we can run it with pistol. So those are the 3 primary weapons that you're going to be able to use, or that'll be available to you if you're LE, and we also train civilians. So that's the premise of the training. Check it out if you have any questions. We have a free training seminar coming up in September for law enforcement. That'll be in Garden City, Michigan. So I'm going to leave my email on the end of this video. Make sure that you RSVP me so you can get that training for free. We're out there to help you save your life. Come get the training, it's free. The second part of the Zero to Hero training is what we call field of vision. So when we're talking about the 10 foot, the 20 foot, and the 30 foot marks, what we do is we actually run the mover in the background, so you're not developing tunnel vision during stress. You're actually opening up your vision, and we'll show you a quick example of that. Now with the example, we have the swinging target on there, so we're adding kind of a layer of difficulty, and all this training can be layered. You can do this around cover, concealment, you can put objects in front of the mover, and we'll show you a quick demo of that. So if I'm starting behind cover, concealment, or anything like that, I can address the threat in a moving fashion. Okay, so there's 10 rounds on target. I can check my bullet accountability. I know I hit it every time. So now we're going to extend that to 20 and 30 feet. That's how we run our Zero to Hero training. And basically with that training, you can layer it however you want to. Cover, concealment, in and around a vehicle. You can have it swinging around a vehicle, work the whole vehicle. You can use it in active shooter situations, popping in and outside of a door. So it's popping in front of the door like so. So there's a ton of different ways that you can use it. Get the training.